I have heard about this new Chris.
Yes.
Oh, hi.
Happy Monday. We're missing a Matt. It was my fault last week.
What thing? Just a laggy. I feel like I haven't quite earned that title, personally. It's a Machu. Yes. What? Did you just say all of that while muted?
Well, not muted. Apparently, it changed the input on me and didn't. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, okay, fine. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just very briefly repeat that. This is. I'm not gonna repeat all of it. This is Pathfinder. We're playing a campaign called Andrew's March that takes place on a colony island. We are doing all of this. This whole channel is built around Extra Life. Extra Life is a fundraiser for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Each of us that has a page has a hospital that we are supporting, a specific hospital that we are supporting. In this group, 3 of us are supporting Boston Children's, and 1 is supporting. Okay, it's been a little while since I said it correctly. The Children's Hospital of the King's Daughter.
Yes.
In Norfolk, Virginia. So I'm gonna interrupt the discussion real quick with another link. There's the link. Go ahead, check that out. Help us help kids by donating. Every cent you donate goes straight to the hospital. It does not go to overhead or us or anything like that. Throughout the stream, I might post links to ways you can support other charities and also support this channel. But let's go ahead and dive back into game. We had just met some of the people that that Dave used to run with. And
Who Dave didn't do his homework and come up with a real backstory for my character, so
that's true. We there was a whole lot of winging involved, but it worked out. You can check out that episode on the YouTube or our website. But we got some
it's
information.
the way I roll.
We got some information.
Happy Monday, Matt.
And that information was pointing us towards a different district in the city.
Yes, we were going to go to the second district north, and we were biding our time for some reason because Master Hedgerow said something to us. That's my recap.
Okay.
That's very vague.
Very detail oriented,
Love it.
as you can see.
Yeah.
I mean, it is accurate, though.
Yeah, but what did he say to us? Because I don't remember.
He was gathering more information on something.
We were,
Oh.
yeah, gathering information on the sketchy things that the Empire was doing, that weapon of some sort.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, and I really should have checked before, but I was busy doing other stuff. I've been on vacation, and then I was doing other stuff this morning. Very important stuff. Updating the website and setting up the Rabbit Haberdashery Facebook page and stuff like that. But if I remember correctly, the specific thing that you were asking about was that there was the specific thing that you were asking about. He had somebody he was expecting to hear back from, but wouldn't hear back from until tomorrow. But he also mentioned, when we were asked about sketchy things going on, mentioned some people going missing in one of those districts. Some unsolved disappearances, and so you guys were expressing interest in investigating those.
Okay.
That's why you were talking about going to that district, because you decided
That sounds good.
sounds suspicious. Whoa, hold on a second. Wait, it doesn't have to do that.
Those are some nice looking Astros, Carol. You got them working, huh?
Oh, Chris got a warning shot for using too many emojis in a row. He was spamming emojis, according to
Nice.
Nightbot standards. I think Nightbot has.
He
Too
did
many
two
kids.
muscle flexes.
It was
I feel like Nightbot has very different standards than I do. I wonder if I can
Yes.
tell it not to monitor that.
the message that was deleted had 2 emojis in it.
Yeah. I don't think I want to be that picky about it. Let me check the settings.
Yeah, he had
Spam
2 muscle
protection.
flexes.
No,
The message is still there.
there was another one that was deleted.
Okay.
I see. Okay.
It was the next one.
All right. So what happened was, I had turned off the filter for too many emotes, and I thought that would cover it. But apparently, that falls under too many symbols, which I hadn't thought to disable. So you can now post until you
All the
make me.
emotes.
You can now post emotes until you make me regret it.
Which will be very soon. All right.
There we go.
That means you have an infinite amount of emojis to send.
Yes.
You can send infinite emojis until I decide I'm sick of it. Then it'll become
7.
finite real quick.
Yep.
The finite number will be 7.
Never 7. 8
Never
maybe.
7. Is it because 7 is an odd number?
No.
No.
Okay. This is definitely getting off track, but I'll go ahead and tell you a brief story.
It's because 8 is one more than perfect.
That's true. Yeah. So when I worked at the pizza shop, we had drop boxes, and so we didn't have to carry all of our money around all night. There was just various boxes in the back, and they were numbered 1 through 8. And so we would each pick a box at the beginning of our shift, and that was the box we would use. Any money that was in there was ours to deal with. And so we had to be very careful about making sure we were using the right one. And one day, the manager, Scott, was talking to Mike, who was in the kitchen, and he told him, you can tell a lot about a person by what box number they choose. And Mike was like, explain. And so Scott told him, look, like, Larry always picks just whatever number is available. He doesn't care. He's pretty laissez-faire kind of guy, and that's just true of him in general. But also, that's how he picks his boxes. Just whatever box isn't claimed, he'll just take one. He doesn't ever have a system to it, and he doesn't care. But EJ always picks box 1 because he thinks he's the best, and that's how he functions. So he always picks number 1 because he thinks he's the best. And TJ, being me, always picks box number 8 because he thinks he's the best and he's weird. And that's just a weird way of saying that he's the best. And he was like, all right. And they bet money on this that this would be proven somehow. And so I came back from a delivery not knowing this conversation had happened. I show up and Scott goes, "Hey, why do you pick box number 8? Like, what do you have a thing for number 8?" And I said, "Yeah, I do have a thing for number 8 as it happens." He goes, "Why do you have a thing for number 8?" I said, "Listen, in Old Hebrew numerology, 5 represented man and broken creation. 6 represented the Satan and fallen perfection, and 7 represented God and perfection." And Mike said, "And?" I said, "And so I picked box 8." And he was just like, "Damn!" Gave Scott the money. So that was. It turns out that it was just a weird way of saying I was the best, and he had to pay Scott the money for it. But anyway, so I like number 8. I'm a big fan of number 8. Anyway.
You're leaning too far away from your mic there, Tim.
What?
I'm sure they heard the story. I heard the
Yes.
story.
I didn't hear the comments at the end though. That's like got really quiet.
That's fine. So anyway, to game.
Yes.
So what do you guys? So do you want to go investigate that, or do you want to like find some look into anything else in the city, or do you want to wait for the next day?
Well, we left off at the marketplace, right? Or did we go back and were we going to crash at Hedron's? That's where I don't remember where we left off.
As I recall, you left off leaving Hedgerows. So you had talked to him. You found out that you would have hopefully some information tomorrow on the question you had asked. You found out about the disappearances. You were on your way out. You left Hedgerows, and that's where we left off.
Oh yeah, and Eric pickpocketed some money from some guy and tried to giving it to me. That's where we ended up.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
So we were in the marketplace, and
Is there a little thief coming back tonight?
I should think so. I mean, he kind of lives there.
Yeah, I meant Eric.
Oh. That's right, Eric did play the thief last time.
Yeah.
no, you got like 5 silver, Eric. You didn't get 5 gold.
Yeah, it was definitely not gold.
I don't remember how much it
Nice
was, but
try,
I do
though.
feel like it involved the word silver.
Yeah, it was definitely silver.
We should have Chris make a guest appearance and be some random townsperson. So what time of day was it? It was like mid-morning, early afternoon?
I think early afternoon.
Okay.
I am all about investigating missing persons.
All right.
That's my 2 cents.
I'm game.
Like, the only reason that we had said last time to wait and talk to Hedro first was because we were close. It was getting close to ending time, I think.
I am game for looking for missing people.
I am always game to mess up the Empire's plans.
I'm pretty sure I failed my performance last time too.
Yes. I feel like that's been a running theme.
Yeah, that has happened a few times.
I never said I was a good bard. I do it because I enjoy it. In fact, I failed again. I'll be like one of those songwriters who can make really good lyrics who really suck singing. Cough, Bob Dylan, cough.
That's true. Bob Dylan. I love Bob Dylan's songs.
I just hate his voice.
It's not. I mean, I feel like it works for what he does, but like, it's not because it's good.
I typically enjoy Bob Dylan when it's more when it's a cover, to be honest.
That's how I feel about the Beatles. And
Yep.
I get into a lot of trouble for this, but every single Beatles song I like, what I like is a cover of it. Every single good Beatles song is made better by literally anyone else doing it. That's my opinion on the Beatles. A lot of people hate that one.
We're gonna get a lot of hate mail,
We're gonna get so much
Right.
hate mail.
but that's okay because I think the streamers are just members of Rabbit Habit Ashery, so right now
Well, I mean, this goes to YouTube. Who knows?
it does go
Anyway.
to YouTube. So. Spam us in the comments, people.
Yeah,
Please.
let me know your best your favorite Beatles song.
I don't
I can
read
tell
the
you- so I
comments,
can
so,
tell you
you
who
can
did it
roast
better.
me all you want.
Yeah.
And Extra Life just dropped this.
They're too controversial. Anyway,
All right. So I guess we're heading to 2nd District North to start towards that direction to start looking for investigating the missing people.
okay.
Oh, excuse me.
Now, did you get any information on any of the people that went missing before you left to go do that?
No.
So you're just gonna wander around, hope, and like look for a place where a person should be, and assume that they're missing, or what? How are you going to begin this investigation?
I'll let the plant talk.
This is your contact. You were doing the talking.
Also, you have two plants in this party right now.
Yeah, racist.
It's a speciesist, thank you very much.
And whoo, let me tell you, you don't know a whole lot about them yet, but one of them is probably not going to like talk very much if you put them in a position where they have to, and the other one, you probably don't want to be the person that you have talking for your party.
No, we'll just let the monkey talk and then get us killed.
Oh man, that reminds me. Where's Jacob? If we want somebody to get us killed, we need Jacob back.
I asked him if he was coming, and he said no,
Okay.
not tonight.
There we go. Is Plant a racist?
No, the plant's not a racist. The thief is a racist.
I don't know if that's how you spell speciesist, but close enough.
I'm not even sure if speciesist is like
That's definitely
a legit word.
That's definitely a
so-
sci-fi term or fantasy term.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's an actual correct spelling of it. formalized yet
Yeah.
in the real world. Matt, I can't.
That's because I was muted.
There you go.
Oh.
But in Pathfinder, it would be ancestrious.
Yeah, they're not species.
Oh, okay.
They're
Ooh.
ancestries.
Did the stream just go down?
Ancestries, perhaps? Yes.
Did stream go down? It hasn't told me that it went
Did,
down.
yes. It's down on my screen. We need
There it is,
friggin'
reconnecting.
BIOS to get over here.
That'd be nice. We'll be back shortly.
Verizon,
Anyway.
if you're watching, but you're not because the stream is down.
Well, I mean, in the chat, I think people can still see the chat while it's down, and
Yeah, people
all
can
of this
still
is
chat.
still being recorded, even when it's disconnecting and reconnecting. All this is getting recorded, so all this will be in the what's it called, YouTube video.
YouTubes. So
Allegedly,
Verizon,
we're
if you're
back.
watching this, please bring us FiOS. We need it desperately.
I like
So-
my FiOS.
It's telling me we're back. Are we back?
I'm watching an ad right now, so yes.
Sweet. Okay. So anyway, okay. So you want to recruit Matt to do the talking for the party? That's a thing that should probably be discussed, because if you just wait for him to start talking,
You might be waiting a little while.
I feel like I talk every week. I want to give other people a chance.
all right.
But
well,
we
just-
don't want a chance.
We will
Okay.
take the chance when we want it.
Yeah.
My
Dang.
point is, you have to discuss that in character, so the other characters know what's going on. Otherwise, you're just all going to stand around silently waiting for someone else to talk.
Yes.
Okay. I feel like Dave's character was having a conversation with the dude that was his contact.
With Hedgerow, who walked off, and he was off doing something. I think he went off and.
So who told us about the missing people?
That was Hedra.
That was Hedgerow.
Before he
So
walked
he
off.
told us there were missing people and then walked away
Pretty much.
without giving us any more information about said missing people.
Yes, he's very, very. He's very, very mysterious.
You didn't ask.
So
You asked if
I
there was
can't
anything
think
unusual.
of everything for the party.
You asked
know.
if there was anything unusual. He said that there's been some disappearances up there in that district that people aren't convinced that the guard is really looking into. And then you guys went and discussed amongst yourselves how that sounded suspicious. But no one went back to talk to
Did we,
Hedro after that.
though? I feel like when it's 11 o'clock and we have a hard stop, you can't hold us accountable for the decisions that we make.
Okay, well you can edit it now and add a conversation with Hedro where you ask him before you leave.
Okay.
But someone's gonna have to actually do that.
Does that mean my bad performances are retconned?
We're just backing
No.
up. We're just backing up, and then the things will happen after that.
Yeah. It's more of an insert, not
Yeah.
a retcon.
Yeah, we're inserting canon, not scrapping canon.
Yes.
Does this have a?
All right, so we're amongst friends now, so you guys can ask questions if you want. Kira's just gonna continue looking at her phone.
Shut up.
Just ignoring, like. I'm just here to be the conscience of the team, and that's it.
That's
I
right.
don't ask questions.
I'm here for healing because you guys are a bunch of idiots. You needed a healer.
I just Kara's like, I just questioned the group, no one else. and Matt's just like, I just cause Chaparral problems, nothing else.
I
We
have
are your
to send
entourage,
chaperones too.
sir.
Chaparral is the voice. I am the muscle.
Ugh.
And I fix everything that you guys mess up.
Yes.
Yes.
So we have the conscience, the muscle, and the mouth.
Well, Chaparral's
No
not
brain.
that bright, right?
No
So,
brain.
oh wait. Oh no, he has a 2 intellect. No, he's not that wise.
Hmm. We're gonna spend the entire session debating who gets to talk to Dude Face about the missing people.
That's right.
That's all we're gonna do tonight.
I need to update that message. Anyway, all right, cool.
I heard a Bobby.
Yes.
He sounds like a Wookiee.
He's gurgling.
Yes.
I love
He's
it.
gurgling.
He loves sounding like a Wookiee.
Um,
And he walks.
All right, so can you tell us about these missing people? There we go. The plant would
Win.
like to know.
yeah, there have been. I don't know my notes went from last time. There have been about 6 missing people so far. That no, that there's not been any. That there's not been any progress made on getting answers about those. They. He's gonna give you a list of, or he's gonna actually dig around and pull out some like missing posters and give them to you. Each one's gonna have like a name and a drawing and like a place where they went missing from, and probably a person to contact. Basically, these are signs made by like their families after they were disgruntled with how little information the guard was getting on their missing loved ones.
Well, these families are really good artists. These are good
Oh no,
people.
they definitely like hire people to do that. But yeah, no, they but they're all gonna. He's gonna point out that they all went missing. Oh, excuse me. Within about a 2-block area. Like they don't all live in that 2-block area, but they were last seen in that two. They either do live there or were last seen in that area.
Okay, and what was that area? What's in around that area?
I'll tell you, it's he'll describe it. It's gonna have like this Jordy's general store, kind of on the northeastern corner, and then the 2 blocks north south.
Okay. And did these people work in that area, or were they just traveling through?
I mean, of the 6, like 3 work in the area, 4 live there. That includes 2 of the people that work there. So 2 people live and work there. 1 person works there. 2 other people just live there but work somewhere else, and the other 2 people were just in the area when they went missing. Wait, yeah. I guess the other 1 person. Was
One
just in the
person.
area.
I was like, that's one
the
thing.
other 1 person was just in the area when they went missing.
So all these people, they had different professions. They didn't do the similar stuff for work.
Right. Yeah. No. The only overlaps are that they were in that area at the time of their disappearance, and that none of them are from citizen races.
Okay.
So the human dwarf, I think, gnome is the other one. or halfling. Human, dwarf, halfling are the citizen races of the empire. None of them are those three races.
And what races are they?
I gotta pull up the list. Hold on a second. Where did I put that list? Not that one. I need to name these. What? Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, so. Yeah, human dwarf halfling. All right. So. 2 elves. 1 gnome. 2 kobolds and an orc.
So 2 kobolds and what?
1
An orc.
So 2 elves, 2 kobolds, 1 gnome, 1 orc.
All right. Did they all disappear around the same time of day on different days? You said, what was the time period that you said they went missing in?
All of these disappearances have happened within the last month.
And nobody saw anything suspicious, correct?
He doesn't know. Unfortunately, whatever information the guard has found in their investigation hasn't exactly been made public.
Oh, the guards are investigating this.
That
How
assumes
convenient.
that they're
Sort of.
investigating it all.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Investigating.
The point of this is that these 6 families, these 6 individuals, like loved ones, are not convinced that the guard are actually investigating it. Now, officially they are.
All right. So
That assumes that there's only 6.
Yeah, it's possible that there are others missing that just aren't making us think about it. Or no one's
because
making us
they
think
don't
about
like
it.
their family members and they just like good riddance.
Well, I mean, maybe there's any number
Or they
of
don't
reasons.
have any.
Maybe they don't have any family, maybe or loved ones or people who care about them that much. Maybe they're maybe
Disillusioned with the guard.
maybe they believe that the guard are actually doing their job and not complaining to other people about it. I mean, like there's any number of reasons why any other missing people wouldn't be like part of this group.
I mean, some of the people that are missing could be their in-laws.
Whatever.
All right.
Let's go to north.
Do you guys have any other questions? Did I ask sufficient questions?
Yeah, I think you
mutes?
asked. You asked a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else
good
we're gonna have to find out ourselves.
Yep.
What was the angel's name in Dogma? Who was the voice of God? Who was played by
Metatron.
what's his face? Snape. Metatron. Yes.
I
Metatron
don't
is
think I ever
always
saw Dogma.
right. Well, because Metatron is the voice of God in like angel studies, so every story that has a voice of God, it's Metatron.
I feel like
the
I've never
Metatron
seen
of the group.
anything that has a voice of God.
Good
Even
Omens.
Supernatural.
I don't
Good
think I
Omens.
watched enough Supernatural to get there.
Right, but Good Omens
Yeah.
had Good Omens had voice of God.
Speaking of which, I need to watch Good Omens season 2.
Yeah, we haven't
Gonna
watched it yet
So
either.
do I.
All right.
So badly.
So where do you guys want to start?
We should probably talk to the families.
There
Do
is
we
a
have
po-
addresses for the families?
There is a point of contact on each of these posters. It's like one each, but there is a point of contact for each of them.
And
So which
I'm
one's
guessing
first?
the point of contact is different for each poster.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not like a police investigator or the guard investigator.
No, like he said, the guard did not put out these posters. The families put out these posters because they don't believe the guard is doing their job.
Okay.
And the elves are not related to each other in any way, are they?
You can't tell that from the information you have.
I mean, the point of contacts are completely
The
different.
complainant contacts are different, yes.
And there's no similarities in the names either.
You could do a check on that. That would be that'd be some kind of lore. Let me see.
It's not a lore that I'm gonna know.
Or me, because I only got Underworld.
The society check? Society check, I think.
Maybe
Yeah, oh yeah,
society?
society would be.
Okay, I can do society.
Hey. Yeah.
I
all right.
had a better roll than you.
Barely.
Yeah. Those.
Society?
Just. I mean, everyone has society. I don't know if you have it trained or not, but
Where is it?
It
It's
would
just
be
under the
under your
skills.
Oh, there
Right.
it is.
Yeah, it's right
Definitely
above
not
stealth.
trained.
all right. All right. So you don't
Nope.
know, but
I know nothing of Elven society.
Because
I
the
guess
plant
I
is
could-
antisocial.
I guess I
Shut
could have.
up, racist!
I could have Moonbeam check too. I
And
don't have
Moonbeam
high hopes.
It was. we-
knows too.
We determined that it's ancestral.
No, Moonbeam does not know. Moonbeam knows exactly
I'm
as much
still
as
gonna-
Sorella does.
Yeah, I'm still gonna call you a racist. Ancestralist is just too much.
That's
Too much to say.
Societus.
Yeah. So Dovkey and Chaparral know that. No, those names are not related to each other.
And I'm not going to tell the plants at all. I am not going to share any information.
I just love being referred to as the plant.
Okay, the Leshy.
Best.
The Leshy.
I am not a Leshy, thank you very much.
Oh, you're not? I thought you were.
No. He's a Leshy. I'm a Gorin.
Yeah.
You're a lizard creature from Star Trek, a Goron?
No, I'm a rosebush.
All right.
Are you loading The Sims?
She's
Me?
playing Sims.
Oh. I heard
Yeah,
somebody loading The Sims.
That's coming
Oh,
from my end.
Gotcha.
All right.
I'm not even playing another game tonight.
Nice.
Usually I'm on the
You're on your
computer playing
phone.
a different game. Yeah, but I'm not playing a different game.
No,
Yeah.
she's looking at her character sheet.
Yeah,
No,
if I
she's
don't do
not.
that on my computer.
All right. I guess we are going to.
We'll go to the 2 blocks radius and go from there to look for the point of contacts. I would assume.
Yeah. I think we should start with the first person that went missing.
Do we have an order? Are there dates on those posters?
Yeah, they had like a last seen date on
Okay. I guess we're going to go in chronological order.
them. Okay,
My
so
favorite way to go.
you guys are writing this stuff down, right?
Somebody is.
Probably should.
I thought Dave was taking notes.
You're
Right.
you're usually the
Listen,
note
I have to talk. I have to write all the notes.
No, but
what
it
is
looked
this?
like you were taking notes, so I didn't.
I made notes about 2 elves, 1 gnome, 2 kobolds, 1 orc, and they all happened within the last month.
See, you were taking notes.
Man, I'm running the meeting. I'm taking the meeting minutes. This is so one-sided. No wonder why I'm racist.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I could tell that you were taking notes, so I didn't think I had to. So it was 2 elves, 2
2 kobolds, 1 gnome,
kobolds,
1 orc.
1 gnome.
I really
1
need
orc.
to transfer my notes into OneNote instead of a Word doc.
There is a notes page in Roll20.
Yeah.
That's true. I give you each a notes document that you can fill out.
Yeah, I don't like the way that organizes.
It organizes?
It didn't organize at
It
all.
doesn't organize.
That's the
What-
point.
the lack of organization.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can give you multiple notes documents if you want.
Eh,
And then you can organize them. But
I might
that's entirely up to you.
reorganize my document into OneNote.
Okay. Whatevs. However you like to do it. Anyway, so okay.
Okay, so who was the first missing? Was it one of the elves, one of the kobolds, the
was
gnome,
the
or
orc.
the orc?
Was
Okay.
the orc? Alright, so it went orc, elf 1, kobold 1, gnome, elf 2, kobold 2.
Wait. Slow down.
Orc, elf, kobold,
Gnome,
gnome,
elf,
elf, kobold.
kobold.
Okay.
Did they just grab a gnome because they couldn't find another orc?
You have no idea.
They're making a giant alchemy circle underneath the city, aren't they? They're making a philosopher's a giant philosopher's stone. All right.
I mean, there's not enough blood for them to be making a sword, so.
All right. I guess we're gonna go see the orc family.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright. So the person you're looking for is a Tosluk.
A who what now?
The name is Tosluk. Tosluck.
Those old scientists. L-U-C-K.
Tosluck.
Yeah. TOS. Those old scientists.
Okay.
Oh, you haven't watched
Terms of service.
Yeah,
you haven't watched Strange New Worlds season 2 yet.
that's true. That's true.
All right.
I can't type.
Now, should we try to extort these families for money?
Absolutely
No.
not.
Charge them. Ask them if they're posting a reward for their
How dare
their
you?
family member's safe return. Well, if I'm gonna be the spokesperson, you know I'm gonna ask if there's money involved.
I only wanted you to be the spokesperson there, specifically because we were talking to your contact, and you conducted that entire conversation.
No, it sounded like you wanted me to make the conversation for this entire session.
Nope.
But if they were going to offer a reward, it would be on the poster.
Ooh, is there
That is
a reward
true.
posted on the poster? On these posters?
No, it doesn't say.
So why are we
At
helping
me-
them out then?
Because it is likely that the Empire is the one kidnapping these people in a way and is using them to power their giant anti-island machine.
I mean, these types of investigations take time and resources, you know? That's coming out of our pocket.
They're not expecting anyone to actually be doing an investigation. They're expecting people to have seen somebody and
Yeah.
report it.
So why are we
They're-
going to them for information if they're asking people that? If people have seen stuff, they're not going to know anything.
I mean, they're probably gonna know more than what's on the poster. That's,
Yeah.
I
They
think,
definitely know more than we do right now.
that is
Yeah.
the general thrust there.
I'll serenade them with a song.
Okay.
Wait, who are you serenading?
I don't know. We haven't talked to. We're going to Tozluk's family's house.
Yes. No, we're going to talk to Tosluk. He's the point of contact.
Tosluk is the contact.
Oh, I thought that was the orc's name. I'm sorry.
The orc that is the point of contact is Tosluk.
Gotcha.
Ouch.
The orc's point of contact is Tosluk.
Can I make a roll to see if I know the precise way not to ask about certain things with orcs?
I'm guessing that's a society.
I mean, if you
That's
want.
what I was thinking.
You have no idea.
Nope.
This is gonna be great.
Alright. The
Good thing I'm not the one.
Uh,
the,
I
or,
might
the,
not be the
the
one
orcs name
talking.
them. The orcs name themselves. The actual orc's name is Thurk. Thurk. Their point of contact is Tosluk.
Thurk.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna see if I know anything about the orcs in Gareth. How about that?
All right. Every single orc in Gareth was originally brought to the island as a prisoner, and has since either escaped or been released. Basically, if they came to Gareth, though, it's because they got released.
So, like, in terms of social standing, are they like lower class?
Oh yeah, I mean, almost no one trusts them. Like, some of the people in the lower class are cool with them, but as far as the citizenry and stuff like that are concerned, they're all brutal criminals that were probably released too soon.
Oh, they're brutal criminals, or that's how other
That's how they're perceived. Yeah.
perceived. Okay.
And
So,
within the tiers between the citizens, prisoners and ex-prisoners, and the natives, the orcs would be closer. They would relate more to the natives than they would with any.
I mean,
With
it
either of
depends.
the other tiers.
It really depends, because I mean, a lot of the natives, they know that they're not from here. The orcs did not start. No orcs are native to this island.
okay.
Every
They're from
orc that's
Azeroth.
here- Every orc that is here was brought here as a prisoner, and so the degree to which people who are native to the island actually trust them depends a lot on how they view, like, do they just kind of view all outsiders as outsiders? Do they view them as victims of the empire? Do they view them as, like, it really depends on how they view.
Actually, I was wrong. They're from the Dark Portal because they landed in Azeroth. That's right. Anyways, so, like, in terms of, like, the work that they do, I'm guessing they're more like the manual laborers and stuff because they're in that lower class in the social pecking order. Or,
I mean, they have various jobs. It's there's not like a specific industry that they're gonna.
okay. They're bouncers at the pub.
I mean, some probably are, but like.
All right. That's enough lore questions from me then. Okay, so we get to their house. What's it look like?
You're not meeting them at a house. You're meeting them
Okay.
at the Temple of Torag.
Okay, let's describe that.
Well, Torag is the Forge Father. He's the head of the Dwarven pantheon, so he's a very important deity within the Empire. But it is very much a he's a crafting god. His favorite weapon is a warhammer. He's big on making things.
Wait, why are we meeting the orcs here?
Because I'm guessing
You
they're
have no
either
idea.
blacksmiths or
You don't know that until you get there. But that's what you're told as far as a point of contact is to look for Tozluk at the Temple of Torag. That's in that district. It's actually like 3 blocks away from where the disappearances happened.
all right. So, is the temple like this grand thing? Is it kind of in shambles? What?
Does it look
It's
like a smith forge?
it's very much an active forge site. Like there,
Okay.
I mean, there's a clear temple with priests working in it and stuff like that.
Okay.
But like
Wait.
it is surrounded by forge chambers, basically.
Okay.
So the priests aren't the smiths?
You don't know how often the priests bounce back and forth, but there are people there to like actually tend to parishioners.
Okay. All I can imagine is just an orc in like the clergyman outfit, just hammering away on a piece of metal.
Well, okay, so what you're going to see when you walk in. So you walk in and there's like, giant statues on either side of the entryway. Ahead of you is a large, what clearly is a sanctuary with some idols and some prayer stations, stuff like that. And there are people there who look very priestly, who are there to like answer questions, perform, cleric type spell type stuff, give guidance and blessings and things like that, give information. There are, but off of that chamber, there's about a dozen different forge chambers, where there's all kinds of like smithing happening, or classes where they're teaching people how to smith, or places you can buy things that have been smithed by the temple or donated to the temple, that type of thing. And then there's like some chambers in the back that there's closed doors to that. That's for clergy, basically. But like, if you want to pray to Torag or seek the blessing on a thing that you're making or whatever, you're going to talk to one of the dudes in robes in the main chamber, not one of the blacksmiths. Although, as far as you know, they're all clergy. Most of the people around are either dwarves or humans. There are some halflings around. There are a few members of various other races around. There's probably about like 60, 70 people here right now, scattered around the whole place.
Do we see any orcs?
Well,
That's what I was just gonna say.
give me a perception check.
Perception. Perceive. Nope,
Did
I
the
can't
post-
tell if anything's going on.
Did the poster say that Tazlook is an orc?
No, it did not.
I thought you said that Tozlik was an orc.
I said that Tozlik was the orc's point of contact.
Oh.
I might have in the process of that
You,
slipped.
you
and
said
Okay.
the orc that is the point of contact
Okay.
is Tozlik.
All right. What I meant to say was the orc's point of contact.
So
Okay.
I want to ask one of the nearest priests where we can find Tazlook.
Okay. They are going to direct you to one of the forges that's kind of near the back.
Okay.
When you walk into that forge chamber, what you're going to see is very much someone who does in fact look like an orc, but they look unusual for an orc. They have a certain glow to them. They have more, slightly more, I guess, humanoid features. Their eyes are pure white. Their hair is blonde.
They're a half orc.
And he is in fact working a forge. He is in fact blacksmithing when you walk in.
Cool.
Since I'm racist, should I say anything about his appearance?
If you like.
Just remember, it is okay to keep the racism to a minimum.
Yes, that's allowed.
Ideal.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just a plantist.
He's just mad at me because I whipped him that one time.
Was it deserved? Yes.
So, Matt, were you gonna keep talking or?
You don't want me talking right now.
Apparently not.
I'll be like, I'll have this look on my face, like.
So I'll walk over to Tazlook, or the person that we assume is Tazlook, and say,
Oh, they're the only
"Excuse me."
person. He's the only person in this room.
He's
You
the
were
only
told-
person in the room?
You were told that this chamber was where Toslik was, and he's the only person here.
So we'll walk over and I'll say, "Are you Tazlook?"
He's going to stop and look up. Well, look up from his work. Look down at you. He's quite tall, and say, "Yes. What can I do for you?"
Well, we are looking into some of the disappearances that have been happening. And we were hoping you could give us a little bit more information on what happened to Thurk. Or whatever information you may have.
Okay. He's gonna kind of narrow his eyes at you and ask, "What's your interest in the matter?"
Trying to help find people that the Empire doesn't care about. I mean, it's not like the Empire is ever going to investigate something from a group of people that they never cared about.
All right. give me a diplomacy check.
Diplomacy. 18.
Okay. He's gonna. He's gonna look you over. He's gonna kind of look at the other people in the group here. And then he's gonna like fully set his stuff down and sit on a bench that's there. And he's gonna say, "All right, well, what I know is that he's gonna tell you that Thurk is his cousin. They were both captured as prisoners of war and brought here when the Empire was attacking their home, trying to conquer their home. He doesn't know whether or not they succeeded. He does know that once they got released, Thurk took a job working in a what's it called? Thurk took a job at a tavern that's in that district, where the 2-block district that all the disappearances happen in. He started working at a tavern there, mostly behind, like, in the back room. He was doing cooking and cleaning, and occasionally, if they needed to throw somebody out, and he was on hand, they'd have him do the actual throwing somebody out. But mostly he was cooking and cleaning. And so, but he went to work one night. As far as Tusla could gather, he worked his shift. He left, and then he never came home.
What kind of regulars frequent that tavern?
I don't know. I don't frequent it myself.
Okay.
And Thurk, mostly because he was working in the back, didn't tend to encounter people unless he was throwing them out.
And he's never told you of any, like, interesting conversations that he's overheard?
The kitchen isn't really in a place where you can overhear most of the patron conversations.
Has he had to throw a lot of people out?
Not that I gathered. He only mentioned it like 3 times in the couple months he was working there.
Is it a long walk, as far as you know, between the tavern and his home?
No. We only live, about a block away from the tavern.
I assume if he finished his shift, it would have been pretty late.
Oh yes, yeah. He got out about I don't know how they would describe it in this time period, but it's about 3 a.m.
Okay.
The witching hour.
A little while after that, yeah.
Did he ever comment on, like, people following him home?
No.
As far as you know, did he ever receive any threats?
I mean, there was always, occasionally when people would see him out, uh, or me, they get mad about the fact that we're orcs and run their mouths. My official attire shields me from some of it, but Thurk didn't have that. He is wearing what is very clearly like emblems of Torag. Like,
And how many other people usually leave at the same time that Thurk would leave the tavern?
On a given night, one, probably. I mean, there's a total of I think 5 other people that work about the same hours, but but he only works with one of them at a time.
You know that person's name?
I don't know who it was that night. They wouldn't tell me.
Okay.
Guess we gotta go to a tavern.
And nobody else that's disappeared worked in the tavern, right?
None of the other posters mention the tavern. Are you asking Toslik that?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to tell you, unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of time to investigate the other disappearances, so I don't know.
Okay.
But if you need any help, I'm very much willing to help.
All right. You guys all set with questions, or?
I think so.
I can't think of any.
All right.
So we'll thank him for his time. What?
No. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was just gonna say, I thank him for his time, and that if we come up with anything, we'll come back and let him know. Any new information about his cousin. And then take our leave.
Thank you.
Without giving you a chance to slide in any racist comments.
Mm.
I'm Plantus, remember?
Hey, how do we know that? I don't know that it's reserved strictly to plants.
Plants and monkeys.
I do
Not all monkeys, just
know
this
that
monkey.
you have
Just this monkey.
I don't know that. I don't know that for sure. Because I'm the only monkey that you have interacted with, as far as I know. Therefore,
It is
You
not.
never know. My best friend could have been a monkey.
that does not sound good.
Nope.
But I'll refrain from asking about a reward.
That's good.
Man, is there a self-control? Would that be a will?
Wow.
Would that be a will throw? If I really wanted to make it random.
I guess.
All right.
God.
That'll succeed.
All right. I bite my tongue and I don't ask about a reward.
Good job.
Once we're outside of the temple, I'll pat your head.
Careful. You're going to make him less likely to
Don't
pass
touch
his
me.
will saves.
No, it was a very, like, what's the word? I guess
Let's see if I dodge it.
sarcastic.
Reflex.
That's not how that works.
I don't know. Would that be acrobatics?
Well, no, it would be him rolling an attack if we were going to do
Oh.
that.
Yeah.
Roll
Anyway,
initiative,
so-
bitch.
Should we go straight to the tavern, or should we go talk to other families first?
I kind of want to look at the location where Thurk disappeared and then go to the tavern
Okay.
to see if we can find anything. I know it's been a while, but
Been close
we
to a
might,
month.
yeah, but we might still be able to find something.
Okay.
Whether it's actual evidence or how one might have kidnapped.
All right, so
And
how far
or-
is it from the temple to around the area that we think that Thurk disappeared?
About 3 blocks.
Okay. What do we see when we're walking towards?
It looks just kind of like a normal bit of neighborhood.
Is it nice? Is it slummy? Is it?
Are there large alleyways with places easy to hide?
Fairly narrow, passageways throughout this area. Whole lot of like housing that's a whole lot of like multifamily housing. Various businesses dotted throughout it. The tavern is one of the few detached buildings. It's pretty large. It takes up probably about half of the block it's on. It definitely has an inn upstairs.
Do the people that we pass seem like nervous at all, or they just seem like going about their business?
They're mostly not paying attention to you. You kind of get the impression this is a neighborhood where people consciously don't pay attention to what other people are doing.
Okay.
It's not the poorest district you've been in, but it's definitely not. People here don't have a whole lot of hope of moving up into the nice part of town.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Does any part of the walls look battle damaged?
I mean, there's
Like-
scrapes
like
and burns here and there.
Are there areas where people could like duck into to hide or to not be seen?
Yeah, I mean there are some. It's there's like I think so like I said it's the specific area where all the disappearances happened were 2 adjacent blocks. The neighborhood itself is larger than those 2 blocks, but kind of around some blocks, there are wider roads that have more stuff on them. But a lot of the alleys, a lot of the kind of little crevices between buildings, stuff like that, are pretty narrow alleys, and it's really hard to get light in there. So really, most of those, anywhere where there's a gap between buildings, kind of alley type of thing, there's going to be a handful of those around.
What about like lighting along the main streets? Are there like gas lamps, or if there are, do they seem like they're in good functioning order, or is it kind of like really going to be like really dark in that section of town?
There are no like public lights. If you want light here at night, you have to provide it,
Okay.
or have dark vision.
And
Well, we have low light vision. I think.
from the stature of Toslo, would we be able to infer that Thurk is a large orc?
I mean, you could guess that if you like. They are cousins, and Tosluk is very large.
Something we probably should have asked him.
Well, we're almost to the tavern. We can ask the tavern owner
Yeah,
too.
but because the whole area is pretty narrow, correct?
I
Where
mean,
he
for
disappeared.
streets, like he can walk through them, but like there are some that are going to be uncomfortable. Yeah, for him. For someone Tosluk's size, anyway.
And if someone were to sneak up on him, defending himself would not be much of an option.
It really depends on how much room he needs to move.
So far, either someone got really lucky, or they knew exactly what they were doing.
Didn't think to ask if it was possible that he was going somewhere else after work.
I mean, this was a month ago.
Yeah. Eyewitness
Like I
memory.
said, he was the first appearance.
I'm not saying like, oh, maybe he just ran an errand for a month. I'm saying like, is it possible that he had arranged to go somewhere else after work, other than home, and would have gone a different route?
Yep.
Guess we're finding questions we can ask at the tavern.
I guess so.
So off to the tavern we go.
Okay.
All right, cool. Tavern is open. Tavern's always open.
Oh, they don't have a last call?
I mean, you don't know if the bar is always open, but they do.
Oh, okay.
They do have an inn
They have
and
an inn.
stuff, so there's always someone there, and the front door is always unlocked.
All right. What kind of people are in the tavern right now when we walk in?
It's probably about late afternoon by this point, so you're looking at a small crowd, a pretty small crowd. Probably like 8 patrons. 4 of them are playing cards over there. The other 4 are scattered around, like 2 at the bar, 1 over in this area, 1 over in this booth, type of thing. There is 1 bartender at the bar right now. They are an elf.
And what are the rest of the patrons?
Various races.
Any citizen races?
No. Ancestries. Various ancestries. None of them is the citizen ancestries. No.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to go up to the bar?
Yes.
Strike up a conversation? Let's
Yeah.
strike up a conversation with the bartender.
All right. So you approach the bar, and she's going to ask how she can help you today.
I'm gonna buy a
Matt, you're up.
drink.
What?
I said I'm gonna buy a drink.
Okay. What are you buying?
I don't know.
Like, don't take this the wrong way, but I figured you would buy water. Or get water. To photosynthesize.
Are you racist too?
No. I'm realistic. There's a difference.
God.
Because there is a high chance
Stereotype.
that plants can't metabolize alcohol.
Mm.
Have you ever poured alcohol on a plant?
I mean, I poured alcohol on grass.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a realistic assumption to make, is
Okay.
it not?
Okay. Racist. I'm gonna order a scotch
Okay.
and
Neat
sip
or on
at
the
it.
rocks?
Oh.
Is it really scotch if we're in
No, it's whiskey. I mean,
Okay,
in
fine.
Erst?
there is no
it fireball
there
whiskey?
is no Scotland in
Not
the Earth
Fireball.
Empire.
Okay, fine. Whiskey. God.
Oh yeah, all right. Yeah, she'll serve you that. That's gonna be, I think, 2 copper.
Okay. I give her an extra copper as a tip.
Cool. She'll appreciate
I'm gonna see if I can actually play something.
Oh no.
Nope.
that. I
Well,
mean,
it's not.
you definitely do the thing. This is just a
Yeah, you
question of
played something.
how well you did.
Oh, too well.
And I mean, it was passable.
Do I get anything from it now?
No one's gonna pay you. For
Patrons are throwing fruit at me.
They're not throwing fruit at you either. It was. You know.
I'm getting seasick, Matt.
Yo. And while he's doing that, I'll ask the bartender. We were hoping for some information.
Okay.
How do I put this? What can you tell me about the night that Thurk disappeared?
Stream went down again.
Oh, what the
Did it
crap.
really? It's okay. Tell here. later. Okay, so uh, she's gonna tell you. Oh, are you with the guard?
No.
In a matter of speaking.
No.
And by that, I
Those are two
mean not
very
at
different
all.
answers.
No.
I mean, in a matter of speaking,
The answer is no.
the answer is no. I mean, I didn't give an affirmative. I didn't say that yet. I didn't say yes.
I
But
very clearly said no.
whether they take that answer as a yes is up to them.
All right. Well, she's gonna tell you. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. I wasn't here at the time. But if you come back around dusk, uh, the bartender is coming in after me. Was.
Okay.
Perfect. And this is late afternoon?
Yeah. So it's you're looking at maybe like 3 hours from now. 2-3 hours from now.
Is slightly different.
I totally zoned out.
Great jorb.
So this bartender wasn't here that night and doesn't know anything, but she said that the bartender who's going to be here at dusk, which is in about 2 or 3 hours, will have been here that night.
I mean,
And when I asked about Thurk, what was her facial reaction?
That is an insight check or
I
perception.
kind
Yeah.
of figured that, but
Wait, they don't have insight. It's perception. It's just perception.
Yeah, it's definitely
it's just
perception.
really.
Hi, person.
Uh,
Where's my? There we go. Percept. Nope.
I got the highest.
which is
I
still not very
percept.
good.
Nothing.
I mean, it's better than a 1.
True
That
facts.
is true.
so-
I have -1 modifier on my perception.
That's fun.
I have a perception bonus of 3.
How do you thief with such low perception? That seems poorly thought out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How can you see what you're trying to steal?
I mean, I have low light vision.
Oh, I see.
That means nothing if you need glasses.
Truth.
But yeah, none of you pick up on any facial.
So we should-
expression
we
or
should
She
emotion.
is stone-faced.
I mean,
It's pretty simple.
can you tell us
They
about
should play
Thurk?
poker. They got a great poker face.
Yeah.
Like, was
He does.
Thurk's the kind of work who could take care of himself?
Generally, yeah,
Was he big?
I think so.
Like-
I don't,
Is he this much bigger than you? This much bigger than you?
he was considerably bigger than me.
Okay.
She's like 5'10".
Well, she's a lot taller than I am.
Question is, was he taller than me?
Are you tall?
I forgot to write it down on my sheet and I can't remember, so never mind.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
I'm
I
gonna
didn't
go
write anything on my
back
sheet.
and look.
Right.
I'm medium sized.
He has a good one.
Wow.
Write something right now.
Yep, do it. Do it now. I have to check and see if I wrote something.
And none of us wrote our height.
My height
Wait,
was medium.
Where is that?
It's probably
Under
under
size?
details.
It is. I am 5 foot exactly.
Yeah, there's a box
Ha!
under
I did write something.
under details. There's a box for height and weight and
Yep.
gender and pronouns and age and birthplace and all kinds of fancy stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't remember
I win.
what medium size is.
Medium sized is anywhere from about 3.5 feet to about 6 feet. So
That's a large variance. So,
well, yeah.
well,
I mean,
I'm going to say that he's 4.5 feet.
I don't know.
Does that mean
Pathfinder.
orcs are large size?
Nice check. I don't.
Yeah.
Let me check. Because I don't know how. They're all estimates anyway. But I don't know how Pathfinder plays with the size categories as much. Let me see here. No, they're medium size.
Oh yeah, he's definitely taller than me because monkeys are rarely taller than 5 feet. So
Yeah.
I'm looking at like 4'7".
That means I'm taller than you.
Yeah, so okay, so it lists orcs as medium size. It does say many orcs top 7 feet in height.
Okay, so then
Okay.
medium is probably like
Medium probably
is
goes up.
4
Pro-
feet to 8 feet
there you go, 4 to 8 feet.
for a 0 modifier.
Yeah. So
Um,
they're somewhere. Most orcs are somewhere between like 6 and 8 feet. A lot of them are at least 7.
okay.
But like a short orc will be somewhere a little over 6 feet. This
Okay.
elf is about 5'10", and she's describing him as being considerably taller than her. So he's definitely
So
not
probably-
just over 6 feet.
Yeah, we're probably looking at like close to 7 feet at the give or take.
Yeah.
And
Did you
proportionally,
say he can hold his own in a fight?
She did
she
say he
said
could. Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
But with it being 7 feet, with how proportions work, they're
what else were we going to ask her?
Well, I don't think you were going to ask her much of anything else, but there was.
no. We were gonna wait for the other bartender.
Yeah.
Okay.
They would
That's
have
right.
more answers.
Yeah.
But did we want to wait, just sit in the bar for 3 hours waiting for him? Or
I mean, we could go talk to other people.
And we're offline again.
Oh, what the crap.
Ugh.
All right. Beep, 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 beep.
Just for frame of reference, Moonbeam is almost exactly 3 feet tall. Also, incidentally, give me a perception check.
just everybody?
Yeah.
Yay, 22.
I am not percepting well tonight.
20.
All right. You guys all noticed on the way over here that after the temple and before the tavern, Moonbeam kind of slipped off.
He left us?
Nah, he's doing Moonbeam stuff.
Left us.
Plant's got to do what a plant's got to do.
God.
He had to leave.
Oh my god.
He had to branch off, okay?
Why am I here?
Don't willow in self-doubt about Moonbeam.
That wasn't even a good one.
No, that was.
No,
That was
that's
like
the best
so bad.
part. That's the best part about it.
Oh my god.
We don't know whether he'll be okay or
Oh
not.
my god.
He'll
I hate
sprout
you
up
both
somewhere.
So much. So much. Oh.
Oh man.
Don't die, Matt. Good to get it all out of your systems.
I thought we had dad joke emoji, but we don't.
He's planting the seeds of doubt.
Are
Oh.
we sure we're barking up the right tree?
Oh.
Oh.
So yeah, Moonbeam is not currently with you.
Okay.
Okay. And none of us saw it happen?
I mean, you all beat his stealth, so I mean, you weren't you were definitely not unaware of it. Like,
He'll meet up with us again.
Oh, I'm just making sure he isn't a new victim.
no, yeah, no, it was definitely like you guys were wandering, you guys were walking over there, like talking and examining the area, and he just kind of like went down a
Eased
different
out.
road.
Okay.
And most of those puns were said in character, right?
Of course.
Absolutely. You guys wouldn't spare me that.
All right. So anyway, I got a magnifying glass now for proper investigation.
So are we going to talk to somebody else, or are we hanging out in the bar for 3 hours? This is going to take
Did you
Thrilla
finish
at
your
least
drink?
that long to finish this drink. Matt was right. I don't synthesize food. You may have noticed that Cyrilla never eats.
So do you just like
Neither does
drink with
Moonbeam,
your legs?
incidentally.
Do you drink with your legs?
No.
That is plantist.
Oh.
Oops.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to do that. I meant to make it go bigger so I could read it.
Oh. Well, now you can read it.
Yeah.
We can all read it. Stream can read it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I never bought rations. I don't need any.
It's true.
But
So this alcohol will definitely go straight to my head.
since it looks like it's gonna take a little bit for the alcohol to disappear from the glass, I'm gonna stand up and go watch the card game.
I think the question is, do you drink it with your mouth or do you like put a finger in there? And...
Hey, that's why I asked if she drank it with her feet, and like Matt was like,
Yeah.
"That's racist."
I
was
do.
like,
I
Because
do.
of how you phrased it.
I do think that
Yeah.
there is a valid question though to how do plants drink?
The question is
How do
valid.
plants with mouths drink alcohol?
Yeah,
very
but
That'll
it's
be
carefully.
about phrasing.
that'll be a poll.
Carefully and slowly.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll leave it alone.
My God.
Shopper really does not have very good feline instincts, does he?
Oh, it's announcing every time we go back to being live. Oops.
Uh-huh.
Oh well.
I closed Twitch on my computer, so hopefully we'll get a little more bandwidth.
Oh, that'd be nice. Now
Yeah.
that we're almost out of time.
Shut up.
But yeah, I'm gonna go over and watch the card game.
Okay, I guess we're hanging out then, huh? Okay.
Apparently.
You gotta give her time to drink her alcohol.
I only bought it to like not let the bartender think we were wasting her time.
Her time.
I hate you.
That took me a lot longer than it should have. To get that.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
poof,
Meant
and
it to
3
be a
hours
good
passed.
pun.
Yeah.
So who won the card game? Or is it still going 3 hours later?
Well, okay. So here's the problem. This isn't exactly a public like. They're not doing it as a public spectacle. So if you're gonna walk over there and try to watch them, they're going to have questions for you.
Oh, I want to see Matt get beaten up.
I mean,
Beaten.
So yeah, they're gonna want to know what you're doing.
I've never seen this card game before. I was interested in how it's played.
Um, they're gonna ask if you want to pull up a chair and join.
I am sure that if I joined, I would immediately lose all of my money.
I mean, that kind of sounds like a you problem.
Wow. Well, do you mind if I watch for a couple hands before I decide to toss my money in the ring?
Yeah, all right, but you gotta sit where you can't see any of our cards.
Okay. So I'll sit where I can't see any of their cards.
All right, good.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So they'll. Oh, apparently we're back. Yeah, so they'll let you do that for a bit. Are you going to join in at some point?
No, because I will say that my wits are strong enough to know that that is how you lose all of your money. So after a couple hands, I'll walk away, knowing that they would completely steal all of my money
All right, fair enough.
They will
because I'm
win
sure all of them are card sharks.
all of
Yeah,
them.
that's true. It's not
Fair and
theft
square.
if you bet it and lose.
Yes.
That
That
depends.
does
on
not
your
classify as
viewpoint.
theft.
That depends on who you ask.
Okay, but the people who say that
You-
that depends, that the people that say that it's theft are just wrong. Like,
Yeah.
I believe you that there are people that will say that, but
Yes.
they're all wrong.
Yeah.
I never said that they were right. I said that there are people that will say that it's theft.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. What are the other? All right, so you're walking away after like 20 minutes. You still have like 2.5 hours to kill. What are the other two of you doing during that time? Just hanging out, drinking.
I was
eating?
making plant puns.
The entire time.
in
No.
chat. There are plant puns happening in chat.
Yes.
See, this
I'm
is
gonna-
why I had Twitch open. Now I can't see it anymore. This is not acceptable.
I asked if I said that Davki will get beaten,
Mhm.
and then Eric said leave her alone, and then
my
I
God.
said if you drink too much, will you soil yourself?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna attempt to perform again. Yes. Yay!
Drink slightly faster due to all the puns.
I play some jaunty tunes while we wait.
All right, very nice.
Do I make any money though? That's the question.
Yeah, you'll make some money off of that. Where's my dice? Stay there.
Yes.
I'm in the process of cleaning up my desk and reorganizing it, so I couldn't remember where I put stuff when I went there. But
So you what?
so I couldn't remember where I put stuff for a bit there, but I found them. I found
Oh,
my
okay.
dice. Turns out they were right there. Actually, yeah, almost visible in stream.
Were they exactly where you left them?
No.
No. Well, I mean, the last time I moved them, sure, but that was pretty recent. 9 silver, 4 copper.
And I sing about plants the entire 2 hours with plenty of puns.
Orders another whiskey.
That's another 2 copper.
Yep.
plus your copper tip, right?
She's just like,
Yep.
worth it.
Does
Absolutely
Chaperone
worth it.
get-
Actually, I will pay for your. I'll pay
Oh.
3 copper for your.
That reminds me,
I was gonna ask if Chaperone gets commission for
I-
making someone buy a
Right?
drink.
Yeah.
That's definitely the type of thing
Buys
you have to set up ahead of
a
time.
drink.
Right.
But apparently, people like the plant songs because I got a decent amount of silver and.
I mean, theoretically,
I do my medieval version of Welcome to the Jungle.
Oh my god.
What? No,
Is
no
there,
fantasy shanties.
is there a version of that?
There probably is.
It says the plant songs grow on you.
Or do I just sing the rose?
Ugh.
And poof, 3 hours have passed.
And poof, 3 hours have passed.
I tried
you
that
guys-
like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, you guys.
We have 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's actually more like 2.5 hours. But yeah. New bartender shows up. The new bartender is a. Oh, I closed that thing.
To be
Alright,
continued.
Mhm.
Dun, dun, dun.
Only one,
Eric says that every rose has its thorn.
Yeah, this one definitely does. You'll find that out.
2.
I believe Chaparral already knows this.
He only tasted the whip.
Didn't the whip
This-
have thorns?
The whip did have thorns, but this rose also has thorns.
So
Just haven't come out yet.
So this bartender is a lizard folk.
Nice.
Oh.
You'll never catch me alive. Wait, wrong character.
Yeah, there's that.
That was the introduction to D, except you'll never take me alive.
So first we'll make sure to give him a couple minutes to get settled.
Get to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Don't
show
wanna
up.
bombard him as soon as he comes in.
He's gonna show up. He's gonna talk to the bartender for a little bit. The elf. She is actually going to point out you guys before she leaves.
Okay.
In there, whispering.
Is
to
the
you.
lizard folk guy gonna bolt out the door as soon as she points us out?
No.
Okay. Does he come over and talk to us?
No. He's got work to do.
Well, I imagine we're like sitting at the end of the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're actually sitting at the bar, I mean, he'll check in with everybody that's at the bar. Which some different people. You were there, by the way. You were there during dinner, so there was a significant crowd that showed up at one point, and it's starting to taper off. There is actually some overlap between their shifts. He's gonna show up partway through dinner service, but coming around dusk is when things die down enough that you might actually have a chance to talk to him.
Okay.
So, after 2 whiskeys, the leaves on the farthest ends of Cirilla's extremities will be slightly browned on the edges.
Woof.
But otherwise, she's
So-
totally fine.
She'll feel that in the morning.
She's totally fine.
I think that's a Constitution check, is what that is.
I looked it
Yeah.
up. The science. Hang on, let me see if I can open that page again.
Yes, but
I believe you about the.
abilities.
I believe you about the what you'll look like.
Yes,
the,
but the cognitive strain on
the
a
question is, how
conscious
drunk
being-
are you?
Yeah.
It says Hard liquors such as vodka and whiskey may be diluted and applied to plants to restrict plant growth.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but that's still a constitution
Yes.
check to see how drunk you are. Everyone
Okay,
knows that.
fine.
And it was not diluted.
It had ice in it. It's absolutely diluted.
Did you
The way
wait
she-
for the ice to melt?
She sipped it for 3 hours. Yes, the ice melted. Where is Constitution? Is that Fortitude?
Oh, yeah, go ahead and do a 4-2 save, yeah. I forgot
Alright.
4-2 was an option.
Ha!
9.
You're pretty drunk.
I'm a little tipsy.
Wasted.
I'm a little tipsy.
Wasted.
I could totally drive.
Guys, I can totally do it.
I can
I'm
totally do
fine.
it.
I'm totally fine, guys.
Totally fine. Now I want to watch that QI.
Well, it is 11 o'clock, so I think we will do the interview with the lizard folk next week.
That is just what I was thinking.
All right. So, real quick, let me just make sure your notes are up to date. But yeah, so again, we are playing for Extra Life. Extra Life is a branch of the Children's Miracle Network. It is a fundraiser in which we play games to raise money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. 3 of us are raising for Boston Children's. 1 of us is raising for the Children's Hospital of the King's Daughter in Norfolk, Virginia. And we encourage you to check all of that out here at our team page. You can donate to any of the hospitals that we are supporting by donating through our page. We don't see a dime of that. Office people don't see a dime of that. Every cent you donate goes to the hospital. It does not go into overhead or anything like that. This past weekend was Tabletop Appreciation Weekend, and so you want to check out our YouTube channel and stuff once the sessions that were recorded go up, so that you can see how, or our special session that we had for the Star Trek Lexington campaign. But our overall, the whole group 24-hour gaming event is going to be the first weekend in November. That is the 4th and 5th. We will be doing 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time both days, and we're going to be doing In Memoriam, a story called New World Order. So check that out. Help kids by donating there, and join us for our Extra Life events. Also, there's going to be a special Extra Life fundraising event coming up with the Wednesday night game. So Wednesday night, Eric and Coinless do Two Brothers Gaming Road to Oblivion, where they are working through all of the villains in Sentinels of the Multiverse, building up to fighting Oblivion as a extra special event. So check all of that out here on this Twitch channel. Join us tomorrow. I should be doing a review of one of the games that Eric paid for me to do a review of months ago. You can donate to my page or to the Ko-fi to pick a game for me to review in Haberdasher's Reviews. And Eric has 2 that he has donated for me to do that I haven't done yet because it has been crazy the last few months. But I'm planning to do one of those tomorrow. Wednesday night is Road to Oblivion. Thursday night is Star Trek Lexington, Last of the Line. The next session of the offline group of In Memoriam is Sunday the 27th. So we encourage you to join us for all of that. And make sure you pop into the Discord to get more information or to hang out and chat and continue making plant puns at us. Thank you very much, and everyone have a good night.
And remember, don't leave us hanging.
Oh.